guys, what is going on? I am so sorry. I am 3 minutes late for What's a 411. Like, what's up with that, right? So yeah, this is the new look that I have. I cut my hair. I was really just tired of the dread, so I decided to do something different. Hey, we have our guest in the building. I'm super excited about tonight's show. It is going to be serious. It's going to get on and popping tonight, guys. So let's welcome Miss Michelle Rochester in the building right now as we jump right into the 411. What
Yeah.
is up, girl?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm not too bad.
That's good. That's good.
Good, yeah.
So how was your weekend and stuff?
It was different from what I'm used to, considering,
Okay.
the Thanksgiving and COVID.
I
So,
know, right?
a lot of adjustments.
It's not easy. I feel like it's like, especially if you have a big family or you're used to getting around lots of people and friends and stuff, it's
Mm-hmm.
crazy,
It's
right?
true, it's true, it's true. How was
So
yours?
it was the same. We really didn't do too much. Can't really do too much, right? Everybody's kind of, holding it down by themselves in the house. So
Yes.
that's all we did. My kids were like, Mom, make a turkey. And I'm like, who's eating all that turkey? Like, we'll have the turkey for the whole week, man. We can't eat all of that. So we just had something small. That was it.
Okay, that's good. That's good. We had something small too. We had turkey
Yeah.
too, but we didn't buy the whole turkey. We bought like
Okay, okay.
turkey. Yeah.
Smart, smart. Yes. So why don't you introduce yourself, let everybody know who you are and what you do.
Okay, so my name is Michelle Rochester. You guys are seeing me, at home, wind down. This is me. Okay, I am a mother of one. I have a son. I
Awesome.
am a serial entrepreneur. I am a chef who has a catering business, very down to earth. Um, I love cooking. I love dancing. I just love a lot of things. Um, hmm. I think that's pretty much it. Like, I like to motivate people. I like to help others out. I'm very warm-hearted and friendly. So that's basically the gist of who I am, Michelle Rochester.
All right, all right. So I always see you posting on Instagram. You're constantly posting not only motivational stuff like to get us pumped and inspired, but your food. Like
Yes.
that you look the food looks good.
Girl,
So talk to us.
it tastes as good as it looks. Like, I'm not even lying. I am not even lying. I've been cooking from the age of 7, from
Wow.
my grandmother's teachings, my grandfather's teachings, and I was always a hungry belly child, so I always wanted to experiment. And then as the years went by, I took it serious. And then I started experimenting more. I started, trying out new recipes, tasting it, and, things just went from there.
We have somebody in the comments saying the food is bomb.
Following my
Okay.
greatness.
That is
Yes.
wickedness. That's good. Awesome, awesome. So let us know, like you said you're a serial entrepreneur. What does
Mhm.
that mean?
It means that I have more than one business. That's what the
Mm-hmm.
serial entrepreneur means. So, I did create a nonprofit organization called the Hustle Hard Foundation, which I've
Okay.
been helping entrepreneurs promote themselves. I've been helping them with business tips, branding, logos, because I've noticed that a lot of people want to be an entrepreneur, but they don't know what to do, how to get started. So I took it upon myself to create a platform to help entrepreneurs, and that is one of my businesses. I have the catering business, which is called M&R Catering. I do Forex. So that's another business as well. Sunday morning discussions is where I help entrepreneurs as well. But this one is like down to like the nitty gritty of what entrepreneurs face and struggle. So we find solutions to help them out. And then I do like little odds and end things here and there for myself. That's exactly what serial entrepreneur means.
My goodness. And then you are a mom on top of that.
Yes. Yes, I am. So it's not
Wow.
easy. You know what I mean? It's definitely not. I can tell you that. Just because
Yeah.
I make it look easy, trust me, it's not easy.
Yes, for sure, for sure. So,
Yes.
like, how do you maintain a balance then?
Um, I write things down. Try to keep myself organized, put myself on a schedule. I do have a lot of help when it comes to my son, so it's not that difficult parenting wise. So that is like a big burden off my shoulder. Like instead of finding a babysitter or whatever, I really have a lot of help with like my side of the family and his father's side of the family, so that eliminates that stress. It does get overwhelming at times, and I do take breaks
For sure.
because everybody is human, they're not robots. So definitely if I do take a break, I put a deadline on it because sometimes we can go past that break. So normally I'll be like, okay, Michelle, take a week or 2 weeks or a couple of days. You need to just recruit and gather yourself and think about everything that you're doing because you don't want to burn yourself. I've done
True.
it so many times, you know what I mean? I've tired myself out, like haven't slept for days sometimes, and then I'll sleep for 24 hours. Like, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's not healthy, it's not good at all. It's
True.
really
True.
not. So I that's how I try to find a balance with putting myself first and giving
Okay.
myself some time. And I suggest that a lot of entrepreneurs do that as well because it gets overwhelming, especially with this pandemic. Your mental health is number one.
Right. Right. 100%.
Yes.
Yes. And Eyelash Vita is in the building here. She's agreeing with what you have to say, 100%. And I definitely, Eyelash Vita is a entrepreneur as well, so she knows all about it, right?
Yeah.
But talk to us about M&R Catering. Break down all of these different businesses that you have because you're into
Okay.
so many. But talk about M&R Catering and how you got, well, you did mention how you got started, but what exactly
Mhm.
are you offering to the clients? Like, how do we get in touch with you if we want to order some of that good food?
Okay. Well, I started M&R Catering January of 2019. And
Okay.
when I started it, I had no idea what I was doing. I just went in and tried to figure it out myself. And it was a struggle. It really was. um at the time I only offered catering, that's it, but then a lot of people heard through the grapevines that my food was good and they wanted to like sample the food, and I didn't serve single dinners. So now I serve single dinners and meal preps and everything now, but when I initially
Wow.
started it was just catering. I decided to just do catering first just to wet my foot and see how it would be because I weighed out the odds, what would benefit me in the long run financially and help me with my bills and things like that. And catering overweighed single dinners. So that's why I never started with single dinners. I wanted to grow my clientele first and then bring out the single dinners because realistically a single dinner is like $20 and a catering order can be $200 plus. So that's how I weighed out my odds and I started M&R Catering with just strictly catering. Today we offer catering, single dinners, meal preps, and as soon as I registered my business. That's the number one thing to do because we're in Canada. There's laws. We need to follow these laws because there's people out there that will do anything to destroy you. And I'm that type of person where I have haters. So I had to dot my I's and dot my T's. And I brought my books with here as well to show you guys like I've been writing things as I go along that I
Hmm.
will share with you guys on what I learned on my journey because it was just me alone. I didn't have no help. No one wanted to help me. So I learned slowly but surely.
Hmm.
And then once I started to master it, I said, why don't I open up the Hustle Hard Foundation and help others too? So that's how the Hustle Hard Foundation happened, because of M&R Catering, because I was struggling. I was wondering, how come no one's not helping me promote? How come this? Like, I was wondering so much things. So I said to myself, let me create a platform to help other people so they don't struggle the way I was struggling.
Right.
So I do have a few business tips that I do want to let a lot of you guys know, that which is very important, that I found that was very important. So I have a few tips: branding, your logo, and your colors. Color, I didn't even realize that colors were so important, but they really are. And if you Google it, they will tell you the definition of every color. For example, like red, that would cause attention to your eye immediately, because when we see red, we see like stop or alert or something dramatic happening. So
Right.
when you have red on a flyer, these are like warning signs. So that's why sometimes I put red on it, or black. It's like a solid, strong, firm. So I started researching these things and I said, okay, you know what? Let me rebrand my logo. So my current logo is black, like, and bold, and it stands out. Uh, Before it wasn't. I just went on Google and I just made it up. So I wrote that down. Register your business. There's two type of businesses: a sole proprietorship, or you can register as your corporation. I realized that both of them have pros and cons, which I didn't know at the beginning. I had to learn after the fact. Finding your niche, your target audience, like, these are the things that I didn't know starting off my business, and it was an epic fail. So I started realizing what I was doing wrong, and then I started writing down everything. I started promoting myself more. I started engaging with my clients, messaging them, talking to them. I started liking people's pictures. On Instagram, I don't follow nobody on my catering page. However, I do have a lot of followers, and a lot of people keep asking, how did you get them? I randomly just go on people's page and start commenting, liking their pictures. Then they come on my page, oh, this person does catering. And then they just start following me. So that's how I grew my following. I had to realize that because it's my business, I have to be accountable of everything. I can't be like, oh, my friends are not helping me, or my family. So I had to realize that the hard way. Writing things down is so important, because when you do become busy, you're not going to remember everything. So all these things, I started writing them down as I go, and I started realizing, like, wow, this entrepreneur thing is a lot. Like, it is a lot. I wanted to quit so many times, but I did it. I think a month and a half after I started M&R Catering, I did a giveaway. So giveaways are really good because it puts you out there, and everybody loves free food. So it was Black History Month. I did a giveaway, and it exploded. You know what I mean? I got so many followers. It was crazy. And then I'm just like, okay, this is nice. This is really good. Afterwards, I ended up catering for Ford, and then I just exploded. So
Wow.
I got busy every single weekend after that, and I just had to start writing things down. I had to start organizing myself, and organization is the key, and promoting yourself. No one didn't know who I was. I never posted a picture of myself on the page or anything. Everyone thought I was a man. So I realized at that point that I need to put myself out there so people can see the face behind the brand. And a lot of us fail to do that because we care about what other people think, right? So I didn't want people to know who I was at that time, because they would be like, okay, who's this girl? You know what I mean? And I didn't have that confidence the way I have the confidence now. Giving discounts and rules and things like that, I do not do, because I believe in, if you do a discount for someone, that might spread and then it will come back. So there's certain stuff that you don't want to do with your business and you do want to do. You should weigh out the pros and the cons, and engaging with your clients is just the number one thing to do, and giving free products. When I say free products, I don't mean products from your business, but when you post, you're giving someone free information, or you're letting them see what you advertise, see what you do. These are the things that I had to learn the hard way.
Right.
Yes.
And that's
Um,
that's a
Professional
that's a big
email,
one. Yeah,
website. I
that's a
never
big
had
one.
any of these. I have
Wow.
them now because I learned that no one's not going to take me as serious if I didn't have a professional email. A lot of people were asking me, where's your website? I had no website. I was just running my business on Instagram. So I had to go back to the drawing board and realize what I was doing wrong. I created a website, created a professional email. I started doing everything by the books. When you do things by the books, things fall in place and things get way much better for you, and it's a walk in the park. Because I didn't have the proper direction and guidance, it was a disaster until I found a system that worked for me.
Hmm.
Yes.
Wow. My goodness. So bring it back to registering your business. You were talking about two different types, like corporation or sole proprietorship. What
Mm-hmm.
are some of the pros and cons for each that
So,
might be good for
okay,
us to know?
that's a
Yeah.
great question. So, for the sole proprietorship, that
Hmm.
is when you are tied with the business. Now, let me elaborate. When you're tied with the business, that typically means your name, your credit is on the line as well. So, I'm going to give you an example. Say, for example, I had catered for someone and they got food poison or something like
Hmm.
that. They wanted to take it to a higher level
Right.
because my business would be, let's say it was registered as a sole proprietorship,
Right.
my name would be attached to that. If it was
Okay.
registered as a corporation, the person would only be suing M&R Catering. They wouldn't be suing Michelle Rochester.
I see.
Once your name is attached to like a lawsuit or you being sued, it's not a good look. It gets out there and that's your name, that's your reputation on the line and everything. It The pros, it is your business if it's a sole proprietorship, but the
Hmm.
con, if someone wants to take your business to court, you're going to court and the business is going to court.
Okay.
So with a corporation, you could save yourself that way. Both of them are good. They do have timelines. You have to pay every so often to renew your license and things like that. But the law aspect, a corporation is the better way to go. It's more expensive. A lot of people don't want to go that route, but that is the better way to go, and it will save you in the long run should you have any complaints or unhappy clients or stuff. And we're gonna have unhappy clients. Like there is going to
Right.
be thousands of them. So it's better to invest in yourself, pay that extra more money to save yourself and your business because you don't want your name to be dragged in the mud. Because essentially, you
Hmm.
can change your business name. You can.
Right.
You can change it to another. You can't really change your name. If you do, you're gonna have to
Yeah.
change your sin. You're gonna like, you know what I mean? You're gonna have to change
Yeah.
everything. With a business, you're just changing the business name and that's it. It's like it
Right.
disappeared.
Right.
So that's like the pros and the cons. When people are starting out, they're obviously going to do sole proprietorship, but I would recommend that you transition into corporation because it is a bigger umbrella and it is a bigger protection for you and your business in the long run.
Okay. And then what about taxes? Like for tax wise, is it harder? Are there more taxes in a corporate for a corporation?
Well, it all depends on how much money you make. So they have different
Uh,
guidelines. Like how we do our taxes, they have different
right.
tax brackets. So it depends which tax bracket you fall in and what you
Okay.
claim for and what you claim back.
I
So
see.
if you make over 40K, then you would have to definitely file your taxes. Like there's different guidelines and different things that you have to do, and your accountant will give you all the detailed information. For a sole proprietorship, I believe it's 40K or 30K until you can do your taxes. You don't have to do taxes.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Whew, very good information. Very,
Yes,
very good.
girl.
Necessary information for sure. So make sure y'all taking your notes because it's important.
Yes, it is. It is.
Oh
You
my
and you know
gosh.
what? You need to get out of your comfort zone. Mingle with
Right.
strangers. Like this is how I blew up. You know what I mean? And I just started talking to people I don't know. You know what I mean? My whole entire
Mm.
Instagram, I don't know them. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
talk to everybody like we're friends. And I
Right.
think because everybody's more comfortable and warm and they feel like, oh my God, I know her. Like, and it's just Instagram they know me from. So
Yeah.
you really need to get uncomfortable. Once you get uncomfortable and mingle with strangers, your business is going to take off.
Definitely. Okay. Okay. So you were mentioning prior to the tips, just, how sometimes it's hard to stay motivated. Like you wanted to quit a couple of times. Like bring us to that point. So anybody who is in that space right now as an
Mm-hmm.
entrepreneur might, continue to want to stick to the task, you know?
Yeah. I mean, at times when I want to give up, in the beginning, I guess it was because no one didn't know who I was.
Hmm.
I wasn't promoting myself the way I should. I think I had like 5 followers at the time. Um, and I wasn't making no money. So I'm just like, okay, what do I do? I kept going back to the drawing board. I'm like, okay, asking people for help. They would have left me on red. They weren't replying to me. And I'm just like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna give up. And then I had like really supportive friends in my corner. Michelle, don't give up. This is just the beginning. When you have a great support system, that's all that matters. As I wanted to like not even do the business. My cousin kept telling me, Michelle, you're a great chef. Who cares? Once you have that great support system, I think that will push you that extra mile. And then on top of that, the hunger that I have. I'm that type of individual that if I feel like I can't do something, it's gonna bother me. Like I have to master it. Like I really have to do it. So I'm said to myself, I'm not giving up. I gotta
Okay.
do it. And then what helped me is the push that I got from my supportive peers.
Very important. Very
Yes.
important. Yeah, that support system is honestly something that we all definitely need. No matter what we're doing, we need a support system. So that's good. That's good. So what is it like being an entrepreneur in Toronto? Because we know Toronto as like, as you said, it's a little bit of a rough city,
Yeah.
right? So when it comes to that support, um, you're thriving though, you're doing well. So what is it like?
To be honest, it's hard. You know what I mean? It's hard. It
Mhm.
does have great times and great moments. Um, I guess because the people are not friendly. We don't have a lot of friendly people in Toronto from what I can see. I tried to like soften it out with the Hustle Hard Foundation to make everyone more united and things like that. I
Right,
wanted to put out there that we don't need to compete with each other. We
right,
just need to collaborate. We're brothers and sisters. This is the type of message that I was trying to put out there. I even gave examples like there's so many different bread companies. So why can't there be so many different catering companies? Why can't we support our own sisters and brothers? A lot of people will message me, Michelle, why are you supporting other chefs? I'm like, because I live in this part of the GTA and that person lives in that part. And maybe that person's close to that person. I don't
right,
cook fish. Maybe that person cooks fish. You never know. You get what I'm
right,
saying? And a lot of people, they're envious and jealous and they don't want to put in their work. They watch other people and they get jealous and then they talk. So this is the type of city that we live in right now, which is where we have to ignore what other people say, which is hard. Don't get me wrong, it is hard, okay? Because I remember somebody told me I couldn't cook, okay? Somebody told
What?
me that my man cooks all the food and I want to explode. Like, you know what I mean? I get fake pages messaging me all the time. Like, you guys don't even know half the stuff I go through. And it's
Wow.
really hard. Like, you know what I mean? You really have to be strong and keep your composure and not even try to cuss someone out because it might backfire on you. You get what I'm saying? And especially like you have an image to maintain. So it's not easy, especially in Toronto. 100%.
Definitely. Wow. Wow. So while you're doing it, you're maintaining a balance, you are pushing past all this adversity. So you gotta big up yourself, man. You're doing it,
Thanks,
Michelle.
girl. I'm telling you, just
Amazing.
what was it 2 weeks ago? I got a fake page messaging me, and it's just like, you know, I gotta learn how to ignore it. You have to grow thick skin when
Yeah.
you are an entrepreneur. You know what I mean? Because these people think, oh, because you're an entrepreneur, you're better than people. Well, you know what, I am, because I took that step to be my own boss. You know what I mean? But it's
Right.
like
Right.
you have to maintain that and try not to come out of character. I've come out of character, I'm not gonna lie, because they've dropped me out. But as time
Yeah.
goes by, you learn. So I'm in my
Right.
year 2. January coming up is gonna be 2 years, and I'm way better. I ignore everybody now. At the beginning, I cussed everybody off. You know what I'm saying? But these are the things that you learn over time, because I don't want it to backfire on my business. Oh, this girl will cuss you, or whatever the case is, right? This is
Yeah.
what we deal with in Toronto. It's not like like the US. The US is more friendly. They seem, I don't live there, but they seem like
Right.
they're more supportive.
Right.
If I was to ask someone to post my flyer, they're not going to do it. I'm not sure if it's because it's me and they think I might get more exposure, or more money, but they won't.
Damn.
Yeah, it's
That's
hard. It's
insane.
hard out here. You have to grind.
For real. But you have Hustle Hard Foundation. And so talk to us about Hustle Hard Foundation. Give us like, the different tips. I mean, you gave us a lot of tips
Yeah.
that you would give the entrepreneurs, but talk to us about Hustle Hard Foundation and basically what it is that you guys do.
So for the hustle, right now, I've put it on a pause because I'm just so overwhelmed with so much of my work. So currently it's on pause, but prior to it being paused, COVID-19 did kind of mess up my event that I had. It
Right.
was Network and Mingle, and it was featuring
Mhm.
entrepreneurs for the Entrepreneur Excellence Award. I actually did this because I noticed a lot of people struggling, even
Right.
though they probably didn't think they were. Out of the goodness of my heart, I created this competition. And there was like hundreds of entrepreneurs who signed up, and they realized, like, you know what, this girl's really helping out the city. So that is what Hustle Hard Foundation is, to hustle hard and grind. So I basically told people, listen, if this is your email, you got to change it, because sweetbaby19 at hotmail.com is not appropriate for a hair page. You get what I'm saying? And I started noticing these things, and I said, you know what? I got to help them out. You know what I mean? I just
Mhm.
felt like I need to help them out because they're wrong.
Right.
I wouldn't buy from you. Like, at first your pictures are attracting. I'd go on your page, I see hot boy 70. I just come off. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I know they're grinding hard because I'm following them, I'm watching them, but they're not
Yeah.
getting business because of certain things that they're doing. So I created the
Right.
Entrepreneur Excellence Awards to help them out, to give them um, business email, website, register their business, because a lot of businesses not registered. Again, we're in Toronto, where someone will report you if your business is not registered. They will definitely report you. And I've seen it happen to so many people. So that's why I try to always advise and tell people, like, this is important. Like, you need to do this.
Right.
Um, and essentially, we just promote entrepreneurs for free, because I noticed that these big Instagram influencers are charging way too much money just to post one flyer. And I said, oh, hell no. Like, I'm going to pay $50 for you to post something that you're not even going to keep on your page tomorrow. You're only having it on for 24 hours. So I would promote entrepreneurs for free, and then they would start getting a buzz. You know what I mean? And that was just what the platform was about, to get yourself out there, create awareness, and give helpful tips.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. That's definitely essential. We definitely need that in our city. Free promotion. I think free promotion it's about a giving back too. You're promoting yourself and at
Mm-hmm.
the same time you're helping other people get that step up. So that's big. That's huge. And then I see you all the time talking about Forex. You got
Yes.
to talk to us about Forex and what it's all about.
Okay, so Forex, that was honestly an incredible journey. Like, it was a roller coaster.
Right.
Um, at the moment now, I've put almost everything on pause except for the catering business, just because back to school started. I'm homeschooling with French.
Yeah.
and it's just too much. With Forex, you need to have undivided attention and pay attention.
Right.
If you don't, you will lose a lot of money. So when I first joined, I had no idea what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
You had When you join these MLL companies, they have two different aspects to it. So it's either you're building the business or you're trading Forex or you're doing both. I decided to do both, not knowing like how things will play out. I just jumped in head first. So I jumped in head first, not knowing what I was doing, and
Mm-hmm.
I ended up being really good by accident. And then I ended up having so much people on my team, and then I had to understand Forex. I had to learn it because I'm like, oh my God, I have to train these people now. So I didn't know what I was doing when I just started. And then because a lot of people wanted to join with me and be on my team, and then I became a platinum leader, I had to learn. So with Forex trading now, it is flipping your money. If you don't know what you're doing, you're gambling and you're going to lose your money. With these
Mm.
companies as well, they do build the business and Forex trading. So a lot of people get confused and they think they need to recruit people, recruit people, recruit people. That is false. You do not need to recruit people. You can just Forex trade. The reason why people recruit people, because that's the easier way to get money. If you sign somebody up, you get paid right away. As opposed to going to school, learning the trade, learning when to jump in the market, learning the benefits of the foreign exchange market. A lot of people don't want to do that because it's really university. When I
Right.
joined, I didn't know what I was joining. And when I realized, I was like, oh my God, this is like school. So Forex trading is investing in currencies when it goes high or low. So when we see the foreign exchange market, we have to know when to buy, when to sell, what type of currency it is, if it's gold or anything else. So this made it very difficult for a lot of people, and that is why they started recruiting. And I think this is where the confusion happened, where a lot of people thought Forex was a scam because they didn't understand what they were doing and they never made
Mm.
no money. And a lot of people are not trustworthy. A lot of people will lie to you just to recruit you and not help you. And that's basically what happened to me. So when I joined, my mentor didn't teach me anything. Therefore, the people that joined under me, I couldn't teach them anything. So I had to take the initiative to learn everything from the ground up to teach my team so they wouldn't go through what I was going through. So it wasn't a walk in the park. Did I make money? Yes. Did I lose money? Yes. Did I make money recruiting people? Yes. I made money in all aspects. I made money recruiting people. I made money by bonuses. I made money with foreign exchange market, all of that aspect. So I knew that it was real. That's why I didn't quit. I'm still in it right now to this day. It's hard. It is like going to school. So I always tell people, like, if you don't have that time, I would not advise you to do it because you're going to waste your money because you have to pay to get access to the services every month. It is beneficial once you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, I wouldn't advise anyone to do it. It's really good when you have a savings and you can grow your money by compounding it. And these are things that you learn over time. This is something that you can't learn by joining. And you can't join Forex. You join companies that invest in Forex. So this is also the confusion as well. So people will be like, I joined Forex. You didn't. I paid to join Forex. You did it. You know what I mean? You're paying a company to be with that company. That's the company. Anybody could do Forex. You could just go in the foreign exchange market by yourself. So like when I went inside there, I realized like a lot of people were misleading people. You know what I mean? And I don't
Right.
do that. So
Mm.
I was like the underdog and like the monster and like the bad guy because they're like, Michelle, you're a platinum leader now because I ranked up by accident. And then they started seeing me help other people and they didn't want me to. So it's just like it's it's a whole confusion, but once you learn the skill and the trading, it's okay.
Mm.
Building the business, I wouldn't advise anybody to do that. I would advise people to focus on just investing your money. That's it. Similar to stocks, but it's not. It's investing in currencies as opposed to company, but don't build the business.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. It sounds exactly like stocks. So I was like, is
Mm-hmm.
that similar? Wow. Hmm. Investing in currencies. So
Yeah.
you really definitely would have to pay attention because the
Exactly.
dollar values,
There's
right?
times where I would wake up 3 a.m. in the morning to check my account. That's how obsessed I was. Like, I
Right.
was so obsessed. Like, I didn't even know you can make so much money like that. And I'm just
Mm,
like, wow. Like, every minute I wouldn't sleep. And then I had work because I actually had a job at 8 a.m. And I'm just like tired out of my mind. Like,
yeah.
go to work, come home, cook for my son, and then do Forex because I was building the business, that was like another job. So I had to do
Right.
trainings, teach people this. It was a lot. So that's why it is important that you put yourself first. You give yourself some me time with a deadline because you're going to get overwhelmed and drained.
Wow. That's serious. So Forex trading you can do all night then? It's like
Yes,
24 hours.
it's 24 hours.
Wow. That's
Yes.
nuts. That is nuts. Jeez.
Yes.
Well, my goodness. So do you have any advice for any entrepreneurs out there who might be listening, looking to either start a business or, continue on in the business that they have going right now?
Yes. Invest in yourself and your business. I know it seems very simple, those words, but those words mean a lot. Reason being, when you invest in yourself and you invest in your business, it shows. For example, business cards, investing in your brand, having your logo look matching your brand, your logo should identify who you are. If someone sees your logo, oh, that's Michelle. Like, you know what I mean? Hustle hard. Oh, that's Michelle. Like, you really need to invest in your business, promote your business, and write things down. Like, these are important. Go to seminars, go to workshop. You are not too young to learn. You are not too old to learn. Like, I've learned so much from people. I still learn. You know what I mean? I always try, every time I see a seminar, I try to attend it. I try my very best. A lot of times I don't make it and I waste my money. I paid for it. I couldn't make it because I had an order or something. But you always have to learn because technology is growing rapidly and things are always changing. And if you don't stay in the loop, you will be left.
100%. Yes, and then of course we know you are driven, you're hungry, you have a child, so you're working to make sure that his life is great, right?
Yeah.
Um, but what is your why? Do you have like a why or a reason
Yeah.
for you doing all of this?
Yes. So initially, I had more than one why.
Okay,
One of my whys stayed the same, which is my son. I want to give him a better life than what I had. And when I mean give him a better life, not buy him things or things of that nature. I want him to experience and not have to live a hard life. Because a
right.
lot of us, we grew up in the struggle and our parents weren't able to help us the way they could have financially. I wanted to make that different for my son. My other why was to clear up my bills. And as you go along, your why will change if you have more than one why. And if
Yeah,
your why does change, it's supposed to be greater. So I would clear up my bills and then I would have another why. I need a new car. That would be my why. Like, these are the type of whys that would push you. And then once you reach that why, you make a new why. So these are the new whys that I had, but I had one solid why that never changed, which was my son. And then I had different other whys that needed to be completed.
right, right.
Yes,
So like goals that you just reach and then you keep reaching higher and higher and
exactly.
wow. Okay, that's good. And then, of course, you mentioned a little bit earlier about how the COVID situation kind of messed up your event. Talk, like, what was that event going to be actually about?
It was a pop-up shop and it was the Entrepreneur Excellence Awards.
Okay.
And it messed up everything because I didn't get to keep the event. I probably will never get to keep the event. I don't know how the pandemic is going. I just have to play it by ear. Um, I mean, a lot of people did rent booths from me. I did reimburse back some of the people. Some people asked me if I'm still going to keep the event. I said yes, providing the government allows us to. So there are some
Right.
people that still is with me with the event. And I would say it never really messed up anything like that. I guess it brought a lot of disappointment because a lot of people were looking forward to the Entrepreneurial Excellence Awards because it was similar to like them winning because they didn't know who was gonna win, right?
Right.
So it was like I don't even know what the word was, but it was full of excitement. Like I've never got so
Yeah.
much notifications in my life on Instagram. Like it was wild, and I know a lot of people were very disappointed that it couldn't happen. But COVID just did that because I was promoting other people too on that platform. It didn't really
Right.
mess up everything entirely. For my catering business, a lot of people canceled, so I had to reimburse back their money. And a lot of people said, you know what, I'll just change my wedding to like next year or my event a couple months down the road. So I had a
Right.
few weddings that pushed back to next year, but then I'm not sure if we're still going to be facing that next year. So these are the things that happen. COVID didn't really affect my catering business as much because people were still ordering. I'm still getting orders now because, you know, it's a food industry and takeout. The only thing I would say is the events, like the actual physical event.
Yeah.
It was a disappointment because I was excited. I was pumped. I was looking forward to it, and it never happened. So that's
Right.
exactly what COVID did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people are doing virtual events. Have you thought of bringing it to a virtual platform?
No, I don't want to do it virtual because I want to see the people for myself. I want to
Yeah.
be able to shake their hands when I give them their award. You know what I
Right.
mean? I really want it to be authentic. I
Yeah.
got the idea from, I think it was the Junos or the Grammys.
Yeah.
So that's the type of environment that it was going to be. So that's why I didn't want to do it virtual because I
Right.
want people to see everybody and their experience and how I had planned it. It couldn't be virtual.
Couldn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know some things just have to be on a personal level.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. So, my gosh, Michelle, you came through. You gave us so many different tips, so much gems. I just want to thank you so much for joining the platform. And I want to just let everybody know also we're doing a international summit that's coming up November 21st, and we're very happy to announce that you're going to be a part of the summit, giving us some gems, dropping some more tips on the entrepreneurial
Yes.
journey. So we are extremely excited about that. So please let us know where we can find you, if we need to order food from you, or how we can keep in touch with you moving forward.
Okay. You can find me on Instagram. My personal page is Michelle Rochester _ My business page for the catering is MNR Catering, www.mnrcatering.ca. That is my website. You can email me, you can give me a call. All my information is on the website. We have variety of Caribbean food and dishes, everything that you probably would want is on my menu. If it's not, I probably can accommodate you or refer you to someone else. And my Hustle Hard Foundation, it's the Hustle Hard Foundation. And the Sunday morning discussions page
Yes.
on Instagram. So all of those are on Instagram. You guys can find me on Instagram. That's the #1 spot. I'm there.
And then, so if we wanted to join those Sunday morning conversations, how do we join them?
So I post the conversations. I
Okay.
haven't posted, I think, since August, just because I've been so overwhelmed. But normally
Right.
when I post, I DM everybody. I swear to
Okay.
God, I do. I'm up at 5 a.m. and I DM everybody and I say, please join the discussions. I
Right.
really do. I had someone say, can you stop sending me this every Sunday? And I'm like, I was so sad. I was just like, what? But yeah, so I
Like you need
posted
this in
there.
your life.
I posted there and then I sent everybody on that Instagram page. I message all of them, let them know, like, you know what I mean? And then I share
Yeah.
it on my Instagram and things of that nature.
Okay. All right. Well, that's wonderful. And of course, I always like to ask everybody if they have like a motivational quote or an inspirational message that they would like to leave the audience with.
Yes. So your mindset. Your mindset is the greatest thing that you can ever have. And I learned this joining Forex, okay? Because I used to have this gentleman who I used to go to his motivational classes and stuff, and I started thinking different. And I realized once I changed my mindset, everything else will fall into place. Once you start reading books, once you start nurturing your brain with different things, your surroundings, your circle, like your mindset is the 100%. Like I can't even, I can't even express how important this is. Like, if you don't have a good mindset, your business is not going to thrive. If you're not open-minded, if you're not willing to learn other ways, things are going to be critical and things are going to be hard. And you have to love yourself first. You have to have a proper mindset going into your business as an entrepreneur. Your mental health is important, especially with this pandemic. It is hard. It is hard. This is why you have to surround yourself with people who are positive. Energy is important. Like, if you guys don't get anything, the energy. You don't want to surround yourself with bad energy, because once you do, that rubs off on you, and sometimes that could all make you have a terrible day. When you're around someone positive, always smiling, you get that vibe, you get that energy, you know what I mean? So it
Right.
does start with the energy and the mindset, and then everything else will flow afterwards. It won't be easy, but once you have that mindset, everything will be good. And read books. I signed up for a 90-day boot camp, and I started reading different books, watching different networking things, learning how to market.
Mm,
Sometimes I'm crazy with the marketing, but it works. Bad marketing and good marketing is marketing. It's putting yourself out there. So these are the things that you need to do, and it starts with your mindset. Before, I would have never done certain things if I didn't change my mindset. I
true.
would be on YouTube watching network marketing videos, things to help my business. I would have never done that before. You know what I mean? Because I changed my mindset. I want to grow. I'm hungry for knowledge. I want to learn more. The world is evolving a lot. You need to change your mindset and go with the flow.
Go with the flow.
Yes.
Super important information. Michelle, I just want to thank you again for coming on and dropping all these gems.
No
So much
problem.
information. I'm just looking back. I have like so many notes. I'm like, okay, all right,
Girl, I
a
didn't even
lot of
go into
things.
my notes. Remember, I showed you my books? I didn't even go
Yeah.
into my notes yet. But if
Wow.
anything, you guys take anything, it is your mindset and the business
Mm,
tips that I said. So let me
of
read
course.
over the business tips again.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So you guys know, where is that list? So, branding, logo, your colors, register your business, professional email, website, find your targeted niche audience, let the viewers see the face behind the brand, invest in your business, customer service skills. Oh my God, how did I forget that? This is so
Custom.
important. If you can't have proper customer service skills, you might as well not be in business, because Word of mouth is the best advertisement. And if you don't have that customer service skill, it is over. Like, that is just going to spread like wildfire. Rules and guidelines. You need to have rules and guidelines for your business, or people will take advantage of you. Girl, I don't know how much strangers message me. So what, I can't get a discount? You're really charging me for delivery? I don't even know these people. This is why you need to have rules and guidelines and be stern. Write
Mm,
things down. You're not going to remember everything. Life
right.
is hard. You need to write things down. Engage with your clients. Host giveaways, IG lives, drop value, drop gems. Once you give some type of freeness, someone is going to like you. Even if you show someone how to do something or give someone proper advice, that is still a giveaway. A giveaway doesn't have to be like an item. You giving information, that is good enough. Promote yourself
Mm.
and your business. Get uncomfortable and mingle with strangers. So that's my list, guys.
Jeez, there's like 14 things on the list, guys. I don't know if you were taking notes, but I was taking notes. I'll make sure I put them in the post for everybody tomorrow. Thank you so much, Michelle. Those are some real important tips that we need to remember when
Mm-hmm.
on this entrepreneurial journey. And don't forget, guys, Michelle is going to be coming through on the summit November 21st. We're excited to have her go in deep and just give us more of that information on all this important things that we need to know. We have to remember this stuff. Super
Mm-hmm.
important. Super important. Thank you so much, girl. We will definitely keep in touch. Okay?
Thank you so much, Ellie, for having me. I appreciate you.
Oh, no problem. And make sure you guys reach out to Michelle for some of that good food. That food looks so good when she posts it online. I'm just
Girl,
like,
it
yo.
tastes wonderful. Okay, and I'm mastering the shrimp boil right now. Okay,
Yeah, it looks good though.
and I'm gonna add more things to it. Get my brand
Mm-mm.
ambassadors to try it out, and then I'm gonna put it on my
Okay.
menu. So
Okay. All right. Well, we're excited. We are definitely excited, and we definitely are going to be supporting M&R Catering, guys. So make sure
thank
you head
you.
over to her page and like her page, but order some food. You know what I mean? Order some food.
Support your girl.
Yeah. All right, Michelle, you take care and have yourself a wonderful night, okay?
Thank you.
No
Bye,
problem. Thank
guys. Thanks
you.
for watching.
Yes. Guys, that was amazing. Okay, Michelle she came through with all the tips, with all of the tips. Like, I mean, let me just go through them again in case you missed them because she did go through them again, but these are important things that we need to remember. Okay, branding, logo, colors, what's up? Register your business. Okay, target your audience, promote more. Make sure you're on other people's page. She was saying liking other people's page, engaging with them. You have to be accountable for your business. Make sure that you're taking notes because things are happening all the time in life. You know, you got to take your notes. Giveaways. There's giveaways. Not only just giving away item means, you know, that you're giving something away. No, when you're on here giving away tips, giving away information to your clients, that's super important as well. Um, be stern with your business. Make sure you stick to your rules and guidelines. Engage with your clients, organize, promote yourself, marketing, be professional. She was talking about having a professional website and professional email, doing things by the book and mingling with strangers and having a great support system. And then most importantly, she was talking about being hungry. Being hungry to get out there, push yourself out there and do what you got to do, guys. Amazing. That was like the tips that you need to hear as an entrepreneur. Somebody who's already out there in the game and then somebody who wants to get out there in the game. And then she not only went through those tips, she also talked to us about the difference between a sole proprietorship and a corporation. Very important information that we need to know when we're indulging in that world, when we're diving in, right? Because there's a lot of things going on with the COVID situation right now. A lot of people have lost their jobs or are fully engaged in entrepreneurship or just doing different things. So we're pivoting. There's a lot of different things happening. You want to make sure that you are adhering to those tips, writing things down, and then moving forward, right? And then what I love about what she said about her why is because we often have whys in what we do and how we move in life, and that always changes, right? So there are certain whys that are going to stay the same, and then certain whys that are going to definitely alter as you continue to climb the ladder of success. And Michelle is showing us how to do it. And in this, screwface city of Toronto, right? She is not watching no face, and she's doing her thing, and she is all about collaboration over competition. And that is just, I love that, especially as a Black woman out here, we've got to make sure that we are all about that collaboration over competition. So I just want to remind you guys that we are doing the International Virtual Summit. Our summer edition was awesome. It went very, very well. So we're super excited to be hosting another one coming up November 21st. So make sure you guys look out for the details on that. Michelle is definitely going to have a segment on the International Summit, and she's going to be giving us those tips and much more. So we're excited to have her, and we're excited to have all of our other panel guests on the summit as well. I just want to remind you to grab a copy of the book. It is out. It is live and direct. It's on my page. Make sure you head over to my page. Figure it out. It looks exactly like this. I'm so proud that I have this book out right now. I'm very excited about it. And then also, of course, I have a online course that I have just put out, and I'm super, super excited about that as well. It's starting November 3rd, and for 5 weeks, we're going to be doing 20 hours one-on-one. We have just going deep in exactly what Michelle was talking about: mindset, transformation of the mind, and commitment of transforming your mind, which you have to understand when you do read these books and you take these courses and you do all of this stuff. It's not an end game. So after the course, it's not over. After the book you read, it's not finished. This is something that you continuously have to work on. So I'm engaging all of the individuals who are like committing themselves to a change in their lives. You're not just looking for a one-stop shop, because this is your life. If you're looking to see the vision turn into fruition, and when I say that, I mean like things that you're actually thinking about, things that your goals that you're writing down, you are achieving these goals because of the way your mindset is. If you look around in your life right now and you're like, hey, I don't like where I am right now, that's all due to your mindset. Your mindset has a lot to do with your history and a lot to do with your environment, but making certain changes in your life can change everything around you. I am telling you, I'm speaking from personal experience, and this course is definitely going to be based off of this book. So if you do sign up for the course, you get free Figure It Out free of charge. I'm going to be sending it out to you. And then you also get to know me a little bit better, and you get to know different ways on how I have really figured it out and how I've decided that I'm going to change my life. And by changing my thoughts, changing what I'm thinking and what I am, the thoughts that are running through my mind, I have changed my life thus far. And I'm telling you, things are just moving rapidly and in a positive direction. It's going completely awesome. So I want to encourage everybody to come out, at least for the free informational sessions, so that you can get a better understanding of what I'm going to be teaching in the course, and so that you can get excited about changing your life too, because that's what it's all about. So I just want to thank you guys for joining the show today. The show was brought to you today by Eyelash Vita. Of course, she encouraged and was my stylist or my, makeup enthusiast for this segment of What's the 411. So I just want to say, what's up, Vita? Thank you, Vita, so much for everything. And I am truly blessed to have certain people in my life, as Michelle was talking about today, just in your corner, always pushing you to do more and to do better. So I am pushing you guys to do more. I'm pushing you guys to do better. There are tips on this entrepreneurial journey that you are on. And if you're not on an entrepreneurial journey and you're trying to get on that journey, you need to push yourself. Okay. So I'd just like to thank you guys all for joining, and I will see you next week. Same time, same place. All right. Take care.